What's up, Fact Junkies, and welcome to another unique episode showcasing the incredible world of animals. Are you ready to meet some of the most unusual and unique snakes you've ever seen? Snakes come in all shapes, sizes, and colors, and are pretty common in most parts of the world. But there's some species of snakes with some pretty unusual quirks that are far less common than others. Some of them may even be closer to your home than you might think. From albino cobras to double-headed pythons, here are 8 of the rarest snakes in the world. Better stick around for number 1, because this rare snake is going to blow you away. Before we begin, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, or this snake is going to slither its way into your bed while you sleep. Let's get started.
Having multiple heads is called polycephaly.
Number 8. Rainbow snake. Rainbow snakes aren't actually that small in terms of population, but very few people have had the pleasure of meeting this beautifully colored species in real life, due to its shy nature and secretive habits. Rainbow snakes grow up to around 6 feet long and are found in the coastal plains of the US, where they mostly hang out in swamps, rivers, streams, and creeks. They spend most of their life hidden in debris and underwater vegetation, hence why the chances of you spotting one is extremely unlikely. The name rainbow snake is entirely accurate because they really do look like they've just been snatched out of a pot of mixed paint. They have a glossy black back, red stripes, a red or pink belly, yellow patches on their sides and heads, and black spots. Basically, they look like they've just been fished out of a pot of gold at the end of a rainbow. Think this snake is something special? Then just wait until you meet rare snake number 1. Number 7. White cobra. If you ever come across a white cobra, you've just met one of the rarest snakes in the world. A white cobra isn't so much of a species of a serpent as a regular cobra with a health condition. A white cobra is in fact just a regular cobra with leucism or albinism. If it's leucistic, it may retain a few areas of its standard color, and if it has a patch of leucism over its eye, then its eyes tend to be blue, which makes these cobras look like they're from a whole other planet altogether. If the cobra is albino on the other hand, then it's entirely white with red colored eyes that literally make it look like it just slithered out of hell. These cobras are rare for 2 reasons. Not many of them are born with these conditions, and the ones that do barely make it into adulthood. That's because they don't have the needed camouflage to hide from predators, and the sun causes their light skin to burn more easily. On top of that, white snakes easily regulate their body temperature, so much for being a cold-blooded animal. Case in point, what may seem like a gift of nature to our eyes is actually a curse. So if you do stumble across one of these guys, wish it luck for its future, because it's going to need it. Number 6. Red-headed krait. The color red usually means danger, and nature wasn't lying when it gave the red-headed krait its dramatic colored head. Not only is the Southeast Asian snake one of the rarest species in the world, it's also exceptionally venomous. Fortunately, you're just as unlikely to meet one of these snakes as you are to be bitten by one, because these guys tend to stay away from humans. But those unfortunate enough to have been bitten had to succumb to the paralysis and eventually death by asphyxiation caused by the red-headed krait's potent venom. And although we should know better, its unique coloration makes it that much harder not to stop and admire this Picasso of snakes. The red-headed krait has a shiny black body, a blue and white stripe, and a vibrant red head unlike no other snake in the world. So if ever you do have the fortune of meeting one of these rare snakes, make sure you admire from a very safe distance. Number 5. Double-headed snake. For those who twitch at the sight of reptiles, a snake with 1 head is usually terrifying enough. But what if you came across one with 2? While your first impulse might be to run and hide, you should take at least a moment to admire the rareness of such a genetic anomaly. Remember how we said albino snakes were rare? Well, back in 2001, a zoo in southern Ukraine put a 2-headed albino California king snake on display for thousands of visitors to see and gawk at. That's right, not only does the snake come with 2 heads, it also comes in one of the rarest colors in the world. Zookeepers found that each head has a mint of its own, and the creature tries to operate as its own snake. One head is more passive than the other, but for the most part, they think, eat, and react separately. They even compete for food, which is why the workers at the zoo had to put a barrier between them while they eat. 2-headed snakes only appear once every 50 or so years. But this snake's fame and glory was short-lived, as it died just a few months after it was put on display due to its genetic condition. That might be a good thing though, as it's not something you want to find lurking in your backyard while you dabble in some afternoon gardening. Number 4. Dream snake. Yes folks, this species of snake does not exist in your dreams, but your chances of finding one like it in the wilderness are pretty much zero. The orange dream yellow-bellied dreamsicle, more commonly known as the dream snake, is the conception of professional reptile breeder Justin Kobilka. Justin has been working on ball python morphs and combinations for over 15 years, taking the best features of one python and joining it with another to create what he calls a Picasso of the snake world. The dream snake is one such unique Picasso. The dream snake is a combination of an orange dream ball python, a regular dreamsicle ball python, and a yellow belly dreamsicle. It's a rare thing of beauty, carrying all the pixelation of the yellow belly, the orange of the orange dream python, and the vibrancy of the orange from the dreamsicle ball python. In addition to its coloration, what's also impressive is how docile the dream snake can be. Taking 3 generally calm snake types and morphing them into one has resulted in a beautiful pet that's just perfect for those who dream of owning a unique reptile. Number 3. Green tree snake. Like our fellow rainbow snakes, green tree snakes aren't all that rare either, but you're still unlikely to meet one in real life, as these guys are only found in coastal parts of northern and eastern Australia, where they tend to hang out in rainforests, farmland, and the odd backyard. Even if you did stumble across one, you're not likely to guess it's a green tree snake, because like their name suggests, these guys are just as likely to be blue, yellow, or black as they would in green. Thanks for confusing us, scientists. We appreciate it. Another rare feature that is unlike most snakes, this species likes to hunt in pure daylight. Green tree snakes will slither around, devouring anything frog to fish to smaller reptiles that get in its way. Luckily, humans are off the menu, and a bite may be painful, but not venomous. Number 2. Green vine snake. Not to be confused with the green tree snake, the green vine snake is a quirky little critter from the tropical rainforest of South and Central America. Its pointed head is a unique sight on its own, but its rare coloration is what really seals the deal. This snake is bright green on the top, yellowy green on the bottom, and with gold eyes and a long green tongue. With all those shades of green, this snake has no problem blending in with the trees and branches where it spends most of its days chowing down on frogs, lizards, and birds. It even enjoys the odd snack of a hummingbird. If it does trouble itself to slither down to the ground and cause chaos with us humans, then its bite can hurt, and is a little bit venomous too. It may cause a tingling feeling and numbness, but thankfully is not deadly. Most snakes have eyes that work separately, which is quite disturbing to see, but in this respect, the green vine snake is more similar to us humans. Its eyes work together and focus on one thing at a time, which is yet another rare feature this snake has on others. Number 1. Dragon snake. What do you get when you cross a snake with a crocodile? You get a dragon snake, of course. Yep, this snake joke has no punchline. And this reptile isn't kidding around either. The dragon snake grows up to 30 inches long, has an elongated tail, a large head, and 3 rows of giant scales on its back that make it look just like a dragon. It's also gray in color, which is a unique shade for a snake and only adds to this reptile's medieval appearance. Unlike Khaleesi's dragons, however, these guys live around forests, rice fields, streams, and other bodies of water in Southeast Asia. There have only been a handful of sightings of them since the 1960s, since these snakes spend most of their lives underground and only venture out to hunt at night. They live on frogs and fish, and thankfully, don't tend to bother with humans all that much. Even if they did, you'd have little more than a mean face and bite to worry about, as the dragon snake is not a venomous species, nor does it spit fire. You've just seen the 8 rarest snakes in the world. Are you scared of any of these snakes? Have you ever seen any of them in person? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget, if you enjoy the video, then join the Facts Junkie community by hitting that subscribe button and turning on notifications for more amazing animal videos. Speaking of amazing videos, if you enjoyed this one, you should definitely check out part 2 of our rarest snakes in the world. See you in the next one.